In this video I will show you how you can gold plate your favorite Swiss Army knife for just a few bucks. All you need for this project is a 9-volt battery and a gold electrolyte for stainless steel. The rest you will find in your household or in your workshop. And I tell you, with the technique I want to show you, you can achieve beautiful results. So stay tuned if this sounds interesting for you. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another Swiss Army knife workshop video. In this series I show you maintenance and customization tricks for your Swiss Army knife. Recently I received a wonderful invitation from Victorinox for a Victorinox community meeting. Part of this invitation was a gold-plated Swiss Army knife blade. This invitation inspired me to try out if it's possible to gold plate a Swiss Army knife by myself with an easy setup and minimal costs. So I'm going to show you how it's possible to gold plate all the steel parts of your Swiss Army knife using the electroplating technique with a brush. And this brush are made from a carpenter's pencil. So the technique I want to show you is simple, effective, and the results are just amazing. To gold plate the tools of a Swiss Army knife need a special gold electrolyte for stainless steel. This acid electrolyte has to be designed for direct gold plating of stainless steel. In this video I work with the flash gold electrolyte from Tfue. This gold electrolyte has 5 grams gold per liter and 20 milliliters cost about 25 bucks. Now I want to show you how the brush plating technique in general works. First, you need a power source between 7 and 10 volts. For this you can use a battery or a power supply. Then we have to connect the negative pole of the battery with the metal part of the knife. After we have to connect the brush with the plus pole of the battery. Now we can dip the brush into the electrolyte. As soon as you touch the metal part of the knife with the brush, electricity can flow. The gold electrolyte contains gold ions. These particles migrate with the electrical current and absorb on the surface of the cathode. And in this case, the cathode is our Swiss Army knife. Now, I want to try to gold plate this Victorinox hiker. The first step is to remove the scales. For that I put it into hot water. After 3 minutes the plastic around the rivet heads is much softer so that I can remove the scales without destroying them. So next step is to polish the edges of the aluminum liner. So I do that it looks more elegant at the end. This is how it looks like after polishing the edges of the liners. If necessary, you have to polish the metal surface. You can do that, for example, with such a metal polish. The gold layer will not cover any scratches, or if the surface of the metal part is not shiny, the gold layer will be matte after. So that's why you have to decide if it's necessary to polish the metal surface or not. If this is done, you can start with the cleaning process. Cleaning and degreasing the knife as good as possible is the key for a proper gold plating result. That's why if you have an ultrasonic cleaner, use it. If you don't have an ultrasonic cleaner, doesn't matter, it will work also without ultrasonic cleaner. So, and from now I always wear gloves because of the fingerprints. So now the first cleaning step is done. If you don't have an ultrasonic cleaner, you can also wash your knife with a toothbrush and soap and water, or however you want. So next step is to degrease the tools and the metal parts of the knife with alcohol. In this case I take methanol, you can take something similar. So in the manual of this gold electrolyte, I read that the anode should be made out of graphite. That's why I took this carpenter's pencil, carved free the graphite core, and now I wrap around a little piece of a rack and I fix it with a little bit of this cord. So, this is done. So this is the brush you need to apply the gold layer. But I made a second one, and the reason for that I explained you now. For this additional step you have to connect your 7 to 10 volt power source. In my case I take a 9 volt battery. So I connect it. So this is the minus pole. This goes on the metal part you want a gold plate. And this is the plus pole. The plus pole goes on your brush. So this is the same as you want to start gold plating. And now I'll show you the reason for this additional step. According to product instructions, you can start to gold plate now. But I highly recommend to do an additional cleaning step, because in my opinion the gold plating process works a lot better if you do this additional step. At this point, if I spray water on the surface, if I make the surface wet, the surface don't hold the water. The surface remove the water. You can see 1,000 little drops. But if you clean the surface with coffee machine, descaler, and with the battery, like this, something unexpected happens. Can you see this foam? This foam is the perfect sign that this cleaning step works. Can you see the foam? So. Now I clean it in distilled water, like this. And now, if I make it wet again, you can see the whole surface is wet. I don't have 1000 drops. And this is a fantastic sign that the surface is ready for the gold. So this is like an activation process. So now I change the brush. This was the coffee machine descaler brush. Now I go to the gold brush and take my gold electrolyte, drop some drops on the brush, and now you can start with the gold plating process. You will see after some seconds the color of the surface starts to change from silver to gold. So, now, after maybe 3 minutes, you can see the big blade is perfect gold plated. And now I start to polish, clean and activate tool for tool and spring for spring, so that at the end every steel part is gold plated. So, and as you could see, you don't necessarily need such a laboratory power supply or such a power supply. A 9-volt battery is enough. If you have such a laboratory power supply, it's for sure not a disadvantage, but it works with a simple 9-volt battery. last tool is done. I can't believe how cool that is. I can't believe how cool that is. So cool. Okay, now if I fold in all tools, I want to gold plate also the springs. And let's try if it works. Last step is to try to gold plate the cross and shield. So my friends, that's it for today. Gold plating my own Swiss Army knife was a fantastic experience. If you consider that I never dealt before in my life with the topping of electroplating, it worked surprisingly well. So I need a little bit time to understand what's happened and stuff like this, but hey, it's quite simple. I hope you liked this video too. Please try it out and give me a feedback if you are successful or not. And yes, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you in, I would say 3 weeks, because right now I have so many carving workshops that I have almost no time for YouTube. Sorry for that. Ciao!